Monster Hunter Wilds is a great game. And not only that, it's a very social game. This might be one of the most social and welcoming experiences I've gotten in any game, even though I play a lot of MMORPGs. People are just permanently hanging out in the hub, talking to each other, having fun with each other, comparing their fashion, and going on hunts with each other. But how do you get into lobbies like this? They're so alive all the time. Well, in this video, we're gonna go through everything that you need to do to meet people, to have fun, and to find this kind of places. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live, and get into our Discord to participate in more Monster Hunter events and cool little things. There are a lot of activities you can actually do in the hubs in order to meet people and start playing with friends. But the first thing is to get into a good lobby. Now, how do you do this? You want to go into your, well, you can do this while you're actually inside of your, before you actually get into any game. You're going to get this little category setting, right? And you can search for recommend lobby, but what you want to do instead is go into lobby search. Now, you can go into Hunter Friend search in order to find lobbies where your friends are at. If you already have them, right, you can just check which lobby they're in right now, if they're online or not. You can also set up squad lobbies for your friends that, you know, they just hang out with each other all the time and just want to get instantly with your, you know, with your group of friends. But if you don't and you want to just meet new people, you want to go into conditional search and you want to get no preference. Ideally veterans is the main place where I've found a lot of people actually hanging out. In beginners, that doesn't really happen that much. And you want to be hyper specific here to get into the big lobbies. Then you want to go into, well, obviously available, and you want to go for your language. Now we're going to talk about later about a specific mod that you can use to actually select other languages. But for now, you want to go for your language. Now, if you are not in an English-speaking country or your game is not in English, go for worldwide instead and search for the biggest lobby there is. But ideally, you want to get into the English lobbies. Everything else is going to be kind of empty and not very social. Okay, you want to go search and you're gonna see that you're gonna get yourself, you know, you can press X actually to get the most people, and you want to go for this type of lobbies where there's a lot of people in it. There's a few amount of them anyways. You can go in there and search around which one you like the most. I would not really care about the playstyle they say here. Just get inside of the biggest ones and you'll be fine, right? And once you get there, you can go in here and just search around and see what people are doing. Are people, you know, hanging out? Are they just playing the game? They're not really what's the word, socializing with each other that much. In this lobby, people were actually absolutely blasting a few minutes ago. Sadly, I you know, they stopped, but now they're kind of gone. And the reason why they were actually socializing a lot is because the diva was singing, and that gives you a big buff. So everyone just kind of hovers around into those little tables, just waiting around for the buff, talking to each other and hanging out, right? Now, there's a few other things that you can do in order to check if your lobby is a lobby that is indeed alive. The first thing that I personally do is I just go into one of those emotes that I have pre-done that are kind of funny, for me at least, and I just post one, and you know, I see if people respond. Usually when the lobby is indeed responding, they actually will just instantly start spamming on other emotes. If the vibe is nice for you, you just stay there. Otherwise, you should keep going and going somewhere else, right? And we'll talk about how to set up this later, but I just want to talk about, you know, first about the lobbies, right? Now, other things you can do, you can just start, you know, press enter and just say hi or whatever, right? Just talk, try and spark a conversation, right? To see if people are actually having fun here. You can go around and check different spots that usually would be filled with people. Obviously, the diva is one of them. Also around this little camp here, people will sometimes just kind of stand here looking at each other's fashion. You can even like type here drip check question mark to see if people are actually, you know, talking to each other about fashion or whatever. This is a good way of actually finding if, you know, sparking a new activity inside of the hub, right? There's also, you know, the little feast here on this side where you can actually get, you eat. Some people usually take meals here, or you can go onto this side instead and go in here and start what's the word? Do those keg runs. You know, just send some kegs. Some people usually hang out here, just throwing the barrels into the little mini game, which is a funny little thing. So it's a good way of doing something and checking if people are actually hanging out. The other thing that you can do is, let's say that you're actually going for a hard boss, like Soshia or something like that. You can search here. You can just go into the lobby and say like, "Hi guys, anyone wanna do Soshia ? Or something, or whatever boss you're actually doing, even if it's not a big one. Or maybe you want to you have a big crown monster that you want to share because it's very good for you, or you need one. You can ask around. You can make people join you, right? And this will make it so you'll find some people to actually play with, right? Another thing, that if you indeed want to play with other people, you want to go here into the quest counter person. Want to go into view quest, post join quest, and you want to go for lobby member quests, and you're gonna see all of the quests that other people inside of your lobby are actually doing. This will make you be able to join them and maybe spark a conversation, maybe talk to them, maybe if like, oh, this person that is in my lobby is also doing this. Kind of a cool little thing, right? Now, what else do we have? Let's talk about the emotes, okay? Because the emotes are kind of an important part of this entire experience, okay? So, there's a lot of things here. We're going to go through from the start. You have manual shoutouts, essentially just little things that you can press, and you can edit even the text and just be like, hey, blah, blah, whatever you want to say, you can have them ready to go. These are not really that important, but you can have them. You can have the same thing for shoutouts. Oh, wait, actually, no, this, I guess they're not. Wait, I thought these were. You can change them, right? Blah blah blah, right? You can, right? Yeah. I don't know what I actually don't know the difference between custom shoutouts and manual shoutouts. Guys, you can tell me in the comments down below what the difference between these two are, because I don't know. Regardless, let's keep going though. Auto shoutouts. Okay, these ones are very, very interesting. So whenever something happens inside of them while you're in a quest, in a monster hunt, this will be, your character will say this, right? So for example, when I mounted a monster, you can make your character say something. In this case, I made it say chicken yoki, just because of the Minecraft movie, guys. I'm so hip. I'm with, I know exactly what's happening in the world right now, okay? When I'm pinned down, I put I'm getting pinned, ooh, because I'm a degenerate, and I found it pretty funny. And you can use this for whatever you want in the list here, right? Which I think is actually pretty cool, right? Okay, next you have the stickers. Now, there's a lot of stickers. These are the main ones that you just have in the game, right? But you can indeed buy more in the store, right? You just have to go into Steam, into DLCs, and you're gonna see that there's a few of them that you can actually buy for a little bit of money. It's actually, especially if you're actually socializing a lot, it's not a bad idea to buy these emotes, guys. I'm not gonna lie. If you have to decide, between maybe going out one time to, into a bar or whatever, and maybe meet someone, it's very more likely that you're gonna meet someone that has your interests in Monster Hunter that in your bar. Okay, most of the time. You should probably go to the bar anyways, but I'm just saying, okay, this is not bad at all. Yeah, okay. I'm just saying, okay, it's only like $3, and you can customize it in the way that you want. You want to go over to whatever sticker you want. You want to press the button on the bottom, right, that says sub menu. I'm just gonna move myself here so you can see this here. In my case, it's R for keyboard, and you want to go in here and edit text, and you can type whatever you wanted to say. Now, sometimes you're gonna put that and nothing's gonna happen, and that's because you have to press shoutout on and off and trigger it for it to actually have it on, right? Oh, sticky keys. Whoopsie. And that way you're gonna be able to say whatever you actually want to say. You gotta be careful though. You can't say anything. If you put something that is against the rules, you will indeed be it will not let you, and you will have to censor it yourself, right? So be careful with that. But look, do whatever you actually want here. Whatever represents your personality the best, whatever memes you like the best is the best way of making this into something that is fun, and not only fun, but also that you're proud of yourself, that you want to share, and also other people can see and be like, oh, this person is about this. Boom, maybe I'll be friends with them, right? Or maybe I want to play with them, right? So definitely do that. It's very important to use the stickers, I think. You have the same thing here for gestures. These gestures will indeed say something, and will do a little bit of a little just little gestures that you're gonna be able to use whenever you want to use an emote or whatever, right? You're gonna be able to greet and whatever, and big wave, and it will also see you later, right? It actually will text this into the chat, which is kind of interesting, right? It's kind of fun. I actually need to set all this up because they're actually kind of cute and kind of cool. I'll work on it. I'll work on it. And for the last thing, you have the poses, which will, you can actually buy more as well in the DLC in the store, and this will just make you be able to, make your character do something, right? Just like what I'm doing right here. I'm having a joyful pose. Let me just get in here as well, right? There it is. Boom. Okay, look at that. Okay, and you can just customize it in the way that you want, right? Also, guys, you can bind these things to wheels. You can have your own favorites, right? For example, in these emotes, right, I can have my favorites right here. So let's say I only use a few of them. You can just trigger them that way, so it's easier to actually, see where they are. And obviously, you can keybind any of these things. Ideally, you want to keybind the stickers and the gestures. That's probably what I would be key binding, so it's easier for you to get in there and use them, right? Of course, in order to do this, you just go into settings, keyword configuration. Yeah, actually using melee weapons. That's, well, I guess it's in weapons for some reason. And on the bottom, when you say you see chat controls, you're gonna be able to see all of these little keybinds, right? You have stickers, that's just post sets, member list, invitation list. You even have push to talk if you want to use that, right? Post message, and you can also have a little toggle for your chat. You can also go into your settings, into options, go here in the bottom, game settings, HUD, and you can make some of these things different type of, if it, bigger or smaller and stuff like this, right? For example, where is this? Item bar, costume, radio menu. Chat notifications, for example, you can make them bigger, you can make them smaller, and stuff like this, right? So definitely configure your HUD in the way that you want it to be. And you can also, there we go, is it here? Chat window, you can make it so the chat window is closed after a message is sent, or if it keeps being opened. For me, I like it having it opened because I like people talking while I'm playing the game, but it doesn't have to be for you, right? And for the last thing that we're going to talk about is indeed going for mods. Okay, there's a few mods that I actually, well, actually it's only one, which is this one right here. I'll leave in the description down below, and I'll leave also in the description down below the guide I have on getting mods installed inside of your game. There we go. Let me just move this here. There it is. So this one, customization search language. This one is very, very useful, especially for people that don't actually live in the US, right? If you install this mod, you just want to download it. You want to put it in your folder of your game. Just extract it and put it in there. And whenever you go into your quest counter and you go in here and search for a lobby search, conditional search, you're gonna see that it's gonna have your language. But if you press insert and you go into, I don't know why it's doing this, by the way, but it is what it is, into custom session search language. Oh, sorry, my bad. If you go into, let me just start from the start, script generate UI, and then you go into custom session search language, you're gonna be able to choose any of these languages right here, right? Now, I tested it out and it was very hard for me to actually find anything but English. Like every other lobby, we just had like 3 or 4 people. So just go for the English one and just stay there. If you don't want to install this mod, you can always go for worldwide and just go for the biggest lobby there is. But going for the one where it's mainly English, it's going to be the best way of actually having some sort of, thing happening in there. But there you go. That's the entire thing. I really have had a good experience by just playing the game this way. I've met a good amount of people, honestly. They've all been very, very fun, and I don't know, I'm very, very happy with the experience. Honestly, it's been a very, very, very social experience, and I'm very, very happy. So let me know in the comments down below if I missed anything, if you have any other cool things that you can do in the gathering hub. And yeah, I don't know, that's about it, guys. So subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to more content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every week in the morning, every weekday in the morning, and go to my Discord. I'll be trying to make some little events on Monster Hunter happen, especially now with a video that is so social of this. I'm sure that you guys need a place to hang out, so hopefully I can provide that for you. So there you go. Thank you very much, guys. See you guys around. Love you all. Bye bye.